Hey, what's going on, everybody? I am on Minds, and I'm here to check things out because I like everything crypto. I think crypto is such a great way of being able to send what people need, currency, across the world without having to pay big fees. That's especially big overseas, especially in places like Africa, where right now you have in Ethiopia, the old leadership is trying to funnel hundreds of millions of dollars, if not billions, if not more, we don't know, to, out of the country because they've pretty much lost power, given up power. And regular people are getting caught. There was a hostess caught with $10 million coming through the airport around over the summertime, whatnot. And, those guys are corrupt. But think about all the people who actually need to funnel this money to help someone pay a bill. Whether it's, you paying for someone overseas in Africa, charity work, someone going to school, and the heavy fees that you have to pay. It's ridiculous. For what? To try to help somebody so they can live. So for you to send, $100 through Western Union, you have to at least spend $30. Well, the thing about the crypto is that the non-regulation and always the negotiation. I don't want to get too much. I don't want to talk at all about the dark web and what this was originally used for, because there were things I remember in college that you wanted to buy and you did not want anybody else to know. And there were many ways to do it, and crypto was one of the ways. Some of the other ways were actually quite illegal. You talk about fraud and different things people have done to hide what they are buying online. But I think it's just a way for a lot of people to have that benefit. I sit in my office and I relax and I just think, all the things that, I know big government doesn't want us to be on a fair balance. And, with all the different cryptocurrencies, they don't know what is what. But crypto is here, it's been here, and it's not going to go anywhere. Now, what they decide to do with it and how they decide to regulate it, we have very little control over that. But for those who know, there always will be a way to beat the game. And, so I'm loving it. And I'm loving how the social media, because I think social media, these platforms, people build them up, and they're going to have to share the revenue with the folks who build it up. Now that we see even Facebook, finally, after years of so many of us who, we make a living through clients or through our own platform, through ads. And, Facebook was so greedy, they didn't want to share. So, people stop sharing stuff on them, especially with them trying to regulate. See, that word regulate, that's a bad word when you're talking about the internet. We all have common sense, and there's some things that, should be regulated. You don't want human trafficking going online, but it's already there. It's already there, and it's been there. Human trafficking is been there, but that's not what they spend a lot of their hard time. They spend a lot of their hard, precious time going after people who are creative, who are starting from nothing, starting from scratch, don't have the big venture capital, the big angel investors, and they go after those people. While you see human trafficking almost in every city in America, if not the world. Go to a Chinese brothel, massage place, and you see people half dressed when your feet may be aching. You can't even get a real massage nowadays. You have to go to a foot massage place, And so, but they don't stop that. They don't just shut those down every day. They come after everyday people who are just trying to figure out what this technology is all about and to bring it in the masses. I've been laughed at of Viacom. I've been only to see ideas that we said decades ago come to pass. Been laughed at some of the biggest major things, because there's things that just make sense technology-wise we should be able to do, and we shouldn't have to go to Japan just to do some of this. We shouldn't have to go to China. That's the one great thing why Africa is in China's in Africa, is because they don't get all in the business. Now, maybe should they be more socially responsible? Yeah, but there's a thin line. There's a thin line between social responsibility and just putting a regulation on everything. I don't want to be regulated, But like the great, may he rest in peace, George Carlin said, this country at least has been bought and sold already, and there's probably not much we can do about it. But, I live in Okanda, so it's a little different, and it's a place where we create our own atmosphere and do what we, feel is right. So, loving this platform, want to see what it's going to do. I just see that this platform will be one of the many that talk to the other platforms, whether you're like on Unicorn Gamer and you start betting and playing games, and even Twitch and all those places will come here, and different currencies just be flowing and throwing. I could see that, and it's a beautiful thing, So we hope for platforms like this to keep growing and growing. Oh, and by the way, you say, who are you? All right, so I run Coleman Public Relations and Consulting Firm, full service PR firm. The service is in the name. Love having new ideas, loving doing business, flipping it around, doing it in a new way. Love wearing what I want to wear. Love saying what I want to say without anyone saying, that's not PC. That's not the right way to do it. Who are you to tell anybody the way that they make their living is not the way to do it, when it's not harming anybody, it's not affecting you, unless when we tell people to read the 4-hour work week, 4-hour work week. I had a woman today say, I hate reading. You know how many books I had to read in nursing school? And she really thinks like nursing school was the pinnacle of reading all the books. I'd hate for her to know what law school or medical school, what you had to do. But you know how many books? But everyone's at their level, right? And I'm not laughing at her, but what I am laughing at that, people think that because you're here and it was hard for you, that you listening to an audiobook I sent you, just listen to it. There may be something. I even told her, I said, I'll bet you some money that you'll enjoy it. But, you can't help everyone. But I love being, we're teachers at the end of the day. At CPR firm, for short, we call it. We love to teach, love to preach, love to, we feed and learn from our clients on the different things we're able to do as much as they get from us. I say they pay us, but we really learn from them, because even if we've done things 100 times, like books, we publish books because we have partnerships and a publishing company. And, that game is always changing. CreateSpace and KDP just merged. And, platforms are changing forever. So that's why I love platforms like this. I'm never too long-winded, because I actually want you to watch, pay attention, learn something, take away. But if you're out there, please reach out, inbox, do all that good stuff. Share tokens, And this is just a beautiful platform that Bill is, put out there. So holler at me.